Hello again, YouTube. This is the truth, man, giving you the truth. And I want to talk about this news that's been out for quite some time now, maybe a year or so. That states that allegedly blacks' wealth and net worth will be zero in the year 2053. And I would entitle this, well, we'll think of a title later, but I want to talk about that. Hypothetically speaking, let's just say that it's true. Let's say that they have plans to get rid of SSI and Social Security and welfare and the cost of living skyrockets, but yet come 2053, jobs like fast food factories are still only paying $12 an hour, $13 an hour, $14 an hour. Yet it's a 30-year increase / spike in cost of living. Now, looking at, not even having to look at or know about how people do things in other cities. Here in this city of Milwaukee, which really, it's a good city, it's not doing anything about its crime problem, and well, they do things. We have an excellent police force. It's just, if they arrest them and then they out the next day doing the same thing, I mean, what can they do? But these jobs are paying the same, say, come 30 years from now. And like I was saying, looking at how people spend their money and taking a wild guess at what they have in their bank accounts, not much. Due to frivolous spending, due to not budgeting and not doing what it takes to increase their income. I could understand why they would say it would be down to zero. Man, it's getting dark. Hold on. I'm driving. Hey, give me a second. Still kind of dark, but a little better. That means that we don't have a lot of time to waste. Not a lot of time to waste. And for those of you out there who think you're going to rob your way into what you need, you're going to steal your way into what you need, or maybe your future generations, if they're criminals, those are going to be some broke criminals. I'm telling you, because if this is true, that means that people that are addicted to stuff, we'll just call it stuff for the sake of censorship, hoping I won't, they ain't gonna have no money to buy that stuff. So if you trying to be a street guy, selling whatever the hot delusional drug is in 2053, you gonna be one broke dude. Because I can really see what they're saying. Like, okay, let's say for instance, you got a lot of people that still don't believe in saving and investing. They still don't know what an index fund is, what a dividend is. Or they still think that the solution is putting money in a bank account. Well, if you have, let's say you got $20,000 in a bank account and you leave it there for 30 years, what is going to be? $20,005? See, a lot of people, like the Bible says, and the Bible is the biggest red pill book of all time. It says that my people perish for the lack of knowledge. See, y'all trying to know about the wrong stuff. Y'all still trying to seek validation through relationships, and you trying to look wealthy without being wealthy. the big car, the little, the Challenger, the Camaros, big Escalade trucks, and all this high-priced stuff that you really could get easily had you had that. Like, let's say somebody threw $20,000 or $40,000 in the shoebox, and 2 years down the line, he takes his $40,000 out and goes and buys a truck with it for $35,000. Well, if he would have put that money in the index fund for 5 years, he would have been able to get 2 or 3 trucks. But see, we perish for lack of knowledge. See, we still think that the racist white man can stop us. We still think, well maybe I'm not going to include myself in that. Some of y'all still think that the racist white man can stop you. And you think that you don't want to do things the way they do, the way successful people do. So yeah, it's probably gonna be true. By the year 2053, most Black Americans will have a net worth of zero. Zero. Instead of hating Trump, you really should be finding out what is he doing to get all that money. But y'all too big of haters. And that's one thing I say about a lot of black people is they are masters in hatred. Hating people, being jealous of people. Your family, my family, his family, her family, just jealous of people. Jealous. I can recall a time, I ain't gonna go in depth to the incident, but my wife got into it with some of her relatives, and I believe it all started because they just was too fresh. They went over there too fresh. New hooded sweatshirt, new shoes, new this, new that. And instead of them saying, y'all looking good, y'all must be doing good, she made a little lame brain comment that sparked a whole conflict. And you think that's a rare occurrence? It happens all the time, all over the United States and probably other parts of the world amongst people my skin color. And that's why it's probably right what they're saying. But it ain't gonna be right for me. And it ain't gonna be right for my kids, because if something happened to me, I'm gonna make sure I'm steadily adding life insurance, adding money, giving my kids money, putting money up for them. It's not gonna happen to my kids. Only way it's gonna happen to them is if they just be dumb with what I leave them. And all of you guys, you think you something, you know where to put it. You know where to put it, but you don't know where to put that cash. You don't know what to do with that cash. And let me just say something a little off the record to if anybody that's in illegal activities when it comes to money. If you was smart, you would take what you got and you would invest it. You think they're going to turn down your money? They ain't going to turn down your money. They ain't going to even ask you where you got it from most places. You sitting on 100, 200, 300,000. Man, you need to take half of that and put that in like an index fund. And just let it sit there for like 15, 20 years. And then come back for it. Because that includes you drug dealers too. You know, that's everybody. That's just talking about black people in general. It's saying basically that their net worth is going to be zero. Notice I said they, because it ain't going to. If I'm able-bodied and I'm out here being able to do my thing, That don't apply to me. That, by then, I'll be a multi-millionaire. So that don't apply to me. And why? Because I do what they do. I do what they do. And I have plans to do. If I'm not doing something that I know the successful people do, I have plans to do it in the future. Because that little zero, that ain't gonna apply to me. And you should be working on it, not applying to you. You guys, you can't be validated by women. You gonna end up on child support. You gonna end up paying alimony. Forget about that relationship stuff. Stop trying to make babies and get this money. You can't, they gonna tell you the best until they don't like you no more. Then they gonna tell the next dude that he was better than you. He was better, you better than him. He this, he that. So don't waste no time when it comes to female stuff. Don't waste no time, man. Are you a millionaire? You say, some of you, if you have 1 million, what are your plans to get your second million? Are you a millionaire? What's your blood pressure? Are you in great physical condition? What's your education level? What's your accolades? You see what I'm getting at? There's many things that you should be focusing on instead of smashing this, smashing that, thinking because they moan louder that you doing something. You ain't doing nothing, man. You costing yourself money. You trying to buy the shoes, the little earrings, the outfits. You trying to impress some females, man. You need to alpha up. You need to stop being a beta and alpha up. Getting in shape, do it for you. And keep that stat in your mind. They saying in 2053, you ain't gonna have no money. 0 net worth. 0. What you gonna do about that? This is the truth, man. Thanks for watching my videos, y'all. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share it if you got a Facebook page. Share the ones that you feel is appropriate. All my videos are appropriate, but share the ones that you feel is appropriate and relevant. But this 2053, this little stat, be careful. Don't waste no time. And understand this, guys. Understand this. When you start lovey-dovey, just understand that a lot of these females, what they are today, they're going to be totally different 10 years, 20 years down the line. They might not call you names and insult you and disrespect you today in them first little couple years, but that don't mean they ain't gonna do it 10, 15, 20, even 25 years from now. So focus on yourself. Build yourself up. Connect yourself with the Most High if you haven't done it. And I'll see you in the next video.